these the project manager is responsible for taking care of all these things. He should give the he should decide to give, he should decide what is the what are the customer needs. He should satisfy all the customers by giving all these models, and he should select the exact model that suits his project. And next part will be conducted by him.
Thank you, Chandra. Generally software projects are planned and controlled. If you have to make any successful project, then you have to eliminate the mistakes. For eliminating mistakes, you have to make common approaches. One is start correctly. So while initiating your project, your base should be very strong. Then maintain momentum. Initially you will maintain, but afterwards you will lose the momentum. So always you have to maintain the momentum, and you have to gain the motivation to do the software process. And then track process. When your software product is finished, then you have to track the whole product, whether it is good or not. Making intelligent decisions. You have to make decisions whether when the product is to be released in the market, so that you can increase your efficiency of the product. And looking back, while looking back, you have to make the metrics and measurement of the product, so that the dimension of the product is good or not. Coming to the measurement and metrics. Measurement. Generally it plays a major role in everything. While voltage is measured, and temperature, like this. Measurement in the software development, it analyzes the dimensions, the quality, quantity of the product. A metric is defined as quantitative measurement of the degree to which a system, component, or process a given tribute. It's a measurable element. If you want to measure temperature, you will use thermometer, like that. In software there are two types. One is process metrics and another one is product metrics. In process metrics, you will measure the here the time is calculated when you have to finish the product, and what are the quantities you have to make, and what are the resources we needed in process metrics are measured. While in product metrics, there are two types. One is static and another one is dynamic. In a static, when the product is finished, you will measure, and in the dynamic, when the product is designed, you will measure. Risk analysis. Risk analysis is a sequence of operations that helps the software team to identify and assess risks. Here it always tries to identify the risks and eliminate the whatever the mistakes, whatever the errors are there. It always tries to gain more and more efficiency. In software, risks can be categorized into project risks, product risks, and business risks. In project risks, it analyzes the quantity of the product, and in product risks, what are the resources we needed, and in business, it relates to the organizational. While coming to the risk management process, here in risk identification, it collects the list of potential risks. Here, and coming to the risk analysis, it prioritizes the risk list, and then while coming to the risk planning, plans are made for the whatever the risks are identified, and in monitor, the problem is solved. Here the risk assessment is made. If anything goes wrong, then again it goes to the risk analysis, and then make plans, and then it solves the problems. And the next part will be continued by Ram.
Good evening, friends. Project scheduling. It is one of the important tasks in the software development. And scheduling the software process is same as scheduling of any multitask engineering effort. The two project scheduling methods that can be applied to software development are program evaluation and review technique, PERT, that we have come across in our undergrad, and critical path method. Both these methods are quantitative tools that allows the software programmers to determine the critical path and establish the time estimate for the individual task. Coming to project estimation. One of the most challenging and important activity in the software development is effective software project estimation. Without a good estimate, project planning and control cannot be handled efficiently. Though project estimation is an essential step in the software management, both underestimation and overestimation may be dangerous for the project. The consequences of underestimating a project may result in understaffing, delivering low quality products, and setting up deadlines which are too near. And to compensate these underestimating, if you overestimate a project, it may result in using up more resources than required and take longer time to deliver the product, and delay the availability of the resources for the next project. Software project estimation can be performed in 4 steps: estimating the product size, estimating the effort, estimating the schedule, estimating the cost. And software estimation is a continuous process. This process should be used in parallel to the other phases of software development throughout the project lifecycle. And conclude, it is an umbrella activity, and every characteristics explained by our friends are to be followed in every software development process.
Okay, any questions? Are you waiting for sound to come, or?
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
Right?
Yeah, it's like there are no speakers. So.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.